start recording. There we go.
Why?
I
Don't
just started
forget.
recording. We started last week in the middle of a fight with several leshies. And one of the players was down at the time. That player would not make it back to the Barrel and Bullet. Maddie's body lies in frozen stasis, awaiting... Oh, no, we burned her. That's right. We lit her on fire. And Maddie no longer resides with us. But as they took Gattlebee back to the Barrel and Bullet, we met a new adventurer. A small green goblin that seemed overly happy. Named Grickly, which hopefully we'll find out more this week. So we will begin roughly where we left off. Phoebe had just taken Argus outside to talk to Argus about some stuff. And Argus and Phoebe re-enter the back room of the Barrel and Bullet, and that's where we will begin tonight's adventure. Gattlebee looks around. You still have that scratch paper that those bums had? He looks at the four of you.
I don't remember grabbing that, so maybe someone else did.
I'm trying to remember if we did.
You did, because I described it.
Say
Yeah.
again, what was it that we grabbed?
It's probably you.
You grabbed, first there was a flyer from the Longhorn Lounge, a club for rodeo champions, with last bell before sundown scribbled on the back of it. And you also found on an order form for alchemical reagents, Gattlebee's name and address.
So I would think Ocelot would have taken that, but I don't know.
Yeah, I guess I'll hand it over to him.
Don't blame the characters for the, players, stupidity.
Listen, so my mistake. Rowan will hand it over because she does have it.
I thought so.
Oh, there we
so
go.
too. Like,
I
it doesn't
do
seem like something I
flyer
would grab.
for long order of our order form alchemical
Yes.
agents.
Alchemical
There you go.
agents. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. See, this is my awful handwriting. Hang on, sorry. Gattlebee, home and address. This word looks like COVID, but that's wrong. I don't know what I wrote in here. Last bell before sundown. See, I did.
You did.
Man,
I
I'm
did.
glad you did, and then just
Yeah, because Maddie,
So
Maddie's
the
dead,
rule
and she
is
probably
now,
wrote
if
it
nobody
down.
knows, Rowan took it.
What? How
So
do you
I
know
like that
took
rule.
it?
That's the
If
rule.
Nobody knows
It's the
rule.
new rule.
If we don't know, we're saying Rowan took it.
Well,
Because that way Pip can steal things and be just fine.
Let us and blame it on me.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for the
The
200 bits, Wick.
audacity.
Who's that going to? Let me know. So, what are you going to do? What does the party plan on doing at this point? I mean, you had a couple of gangs coming after you.
Gattlebee, I need your help fixing up Talon. You said you'd help if we got you out.
I
But,
can do that.
You know, while you're here, do you recognize the reagents on that paper? What were they trying to buy?
Looks at it. I don't know. You'll have to go there and ask the proprietor.
All right.
But I don't know. Maybe if you guys ask around the bar, you might find out some information. Here, let me have. What's his name?
Talon.
Talon. Let me see Talon. And he holds his hands out for him. And takes him over, and you see Gattlebee will take Talon into the corner and set him down on the floor, and will actually kneel down, and out of some of his pockets, which you didn't notice before, he just starts to pull out some tools and starts working on Talon.
All right.
So what do you all wish to do?
We find the shopkeep, find out what these things were.
Yeah. Anyone make heads or tails of last bell before sundown?
Can I roll a knowledge, recall knowledge?
I mean, last bell before sundown are just kind of 4 words. A recall knowledge isn't going to give you much regarding that, but you do know who you got that flyer off of, so it may be something to look into regarding that. Do you remember who you got the flyer
It was off of
of?
a powder punk.
Yeah, powder punk keg. Powderkeg
Keg.
punk.
Powderkeg Punk.
Goodness. They really made it
Thank you,
difficult.
Vanessa
Remember to say that
Hoskins,
fast.
for that name. Yeah, the Powderkeg Punks.
Is there a clock tower in town? Bell tower?
I mean, that's a great question. I mean, it's a city. It's a fairly large city, so I'm assuming there's probably several of them around the city.
That's not
Wait.
helpful.
Wait, this was on the rodeo thing?
Yes.
What, refresh my memory, what was the context? I mean, how did the last bell, because
It was, you found the flyer on one of the Powderkeg Punks.
right, I remember that, but what does the flyer actually say?
It is a flyer for the Longhorn Lounge, a club for rodeo champions.
Hmm.
Mm.
Okay.
Check that out.
I would say so.
I think we've got 2 ways we can go. Longhorn Lounge and the shop.
Well, one of those is likely to have alcohol. So
Rohan's like, let's go there.
I want to go to the shop.
What? Well, Argus and I could do some, recon.
We can
Trying
order
to
in.
find out some information, things like that.
Other than drinking?
What?
Other than drinking?
You said we were drinking, Pip.
But just you got to get the information before you drink.
Right.
right, well, I mean, you use alcohol to loosen the lips of those you might be trying to get information from. I can't shoot everyone, Pip. Well, I could, but
Please don't shoot everybody.
I imagine that bullets and stuff are expensive if you go through them really fast. So
They can be. Where do you want to go, Grickley?
I mean, I'm just kind of along for the ride. You guys are the ones that have been kind of in charge of this whole thing from before I met up with you all. So whatever. I just want to punch somebody.
I'm thinking that might happen at the lounge too. Looks
Okay.
over at Argus looks over at Rowan and just not.
Are we starting to sneak back? Are we just starting to slink away?
More like well, we can get the goblin with us.
Pip's gonna step just a step away from Grickley, just so if she needs to punch someone.
Rowan
Pip,
will...
do you want to come
Oh,
with
go
me to
ahead.
the shop? Or do you
I'll go
want to
with
stay
you to
here?
the shop. No,
All
I'll go
right.
with you to the shop.
I have to say, I do love that this party that has absolutely zero luck with die rolls is so willing to split themselves.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Oh, it's great, is it? Yeah.
We live without fear.
Mm.
Or However, we
about
do live
this?
with backup characters.
If you guys come into any trouble at the lounge, just wait for us.
I mean,
If you
If we're in
think there's
trouble-
gonna be some trouble.
Keen, Bud, I don't think that's how that works.
All right, noted.
Hey, Rowan,
yeah.
I'll bet you that you will out drink him in the bar.
Pip, you know me. I have a 4-drink minimum and maximum. So that's a bet I know I'm going to lose.
Why are you whispering?
Actually, you know what? I don't know why we're whispering. That is a good question. What was your name again?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm Gregory.
Oh, Grickley. Yes.
She's the short
It's-
one.
As she like looks down at both of you, she's like,
I love Grickley already.
Probably can't tell the
Quickly must be
difference.
protected at all costs.
Phoebe looks at y'all talking. Look, I need to know about the Powderkeg Punks and why they're in on this. So enough
I
with
can
the
get information.
good. Enough with the chit chat. Get out there. Do what you're supposed to do.
Yes, ma'am.
We're on it.
Let's go find out some stuff.
All right.
If we do want to stick together, why don't we just stop by the shop on the way over?
What are we shopping for?
yeah, what are you shopping for?
We're not shopping for anything.
We just
We're
have to make sure
looking-
he doesn't start shopping. He might find something of interest and might start shopping, but that's not
I
our
like
goal.
shiny things.
That's great. I like shiny things too. What kind of shiny things do you like?
I mean, like little bits of metal are really fun because you can stick them together.
You've got some bits of metal you want to show me?
Oh, we don't have time for shopping, but we have time for discussion on little shiny
He-
bits.
Gets down like at on one knee at eye level to her and is like starting to pull out like the cold iron chunk and some stuff out of his bag excitedly. Like, I've got 11 pints of oil. Would
She
you like?
pulls out, she pulls out a grappling hook and just kind of moves it to one side.
I also pull out a grappling hook.
Argus leans over to Rowan and says, I think we're losing the goblin.
a deck of playing cards kind of comes out.
A
and some
crowbar.
And Rowan will turn to Argus and just be like, I'm pretty sure she just asked us to get going, and then they started to take out all their things.
Here, I
Pip, how much you want to bet who has the cooler stuff?
I think Brickley has the cooler stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna have to take Ocelot just by default, because if I don't, one gold piece.
1 gold piece.
Okay.
And then Pip starts reaching his backpack and like grabs a handful of caltrops and like slides them over in front of Grickley and like.
I pull out 2 caltrops.
I think what else I got that I can shove over there.
And then I pull out the orb of refrigeration and I hold it in front of your face.
That doesn't
And,
count.
and her eyes just get so big.
Oh, and then you see, like, you feel like Rowan's are kicking you, being like, I think that's pretty cool.
That doesn't count. We already knew about that. That's
That
boring.
totally counts.
That's old
She's-
news.
She's got a couple of like throwing darts on her hip and starts pulling out 8 more of them. Like,
Gattlebee, how long is it going to take you to fix Talon?
It's gonna take some time. By the time you get back, he should be good to go.
All right.
Probably less time than it takes us to get out of the building.
Well, no, we need to get moving.
Okay.
Let's go to the shop.
so Grickley starts throwing all of her random items back in her backpack.
So you all
Yeah, Pip.
head out of the shop? Question mark?
Fine.
Or out of the bar?
Going over.
Okay.
Yes.
Out
so
of
we
the
head out of the
tavern,
shop.
yes.
Or out of the tavern. We go to
So
the
you
shop.
head out of the tavern and you're heading towards the shop that you don't know the name of.
I thought we did know the name of it.
No, you haven't asked anybody about it.
Maybe we should go to the lounge and see if we can find the name of the shop.
There
We
Good
it
could
is.
ask some
idea.
We're in a
Argus-
bar. We could ask some people about it.
Listen, do you ever want to leave this bar?
What if the shop's on the way to the lounge? I'm trying to make as efficient a path as possible.
Well,
Well,
it's
then
not.
we will be very efficient on our way back.
All right. You seem eager to go to this lounge.
Get good information.
It's got
there.
alcohol.
Listen. I want to make sure that your cousin is having, is enjoying her time with us.
And that's literally what you'll see, like a big grin with like all these like sharp teeth.
Someone's
Nightshade looks like
wait.
she's enjoying her time.
What? Who? Someone's related to someone here?
Yeah.
The two tall ones.
Two ones with tails.
I can't tell a lie. It's me and the halfling.
I would have never guessed. Huh?
Actually,
cool.
sure. Actually, wait a second. I can't tell a lie. Hold on.
It is pretty cool.
In the case of a joke, I can tell a lie. That's it.
14th cousin removed.
It is a distant relationship, but all Knowles are family, at least in the clan.
Mm. Oh, well, that's cool. I think, yeah. Family traveling together, that's a thing. I mean, like, goblins mostly travel in little packs until we're dead, usually. So, I've done that before, I think. But, yeah, anyway, that's cool.
Our clan made the wise choice of setting up camp at the base of the cliffs of Alkenstar. They would go out on raids. Less of them would come back every time, but
Let's not do that.
I learned how to
Enough of
patch
that.
them up, keep them healthy.
Mm,
And I
that's
found a
good
lot
skill
of
to
really
have.
pretty metal while I was down there too.
I know how to mend wounds. At least, when people are standing still. I'm not so good at when they're moving.
Well, good. The more people who know how to do that, the better.
Mhm.
So you,
Okay.
I don't even know
We're
what
going to
you're
the
doing
lounge.
anymore.
We don't even know. We
You're
don't
going to
even
the
know where
lounge?
we're going.
All
We're
right,
going to lunch.
going to the lounge. Okay, that's
We're going
I
to the
just-
lounge, but we're going to watch for any market along the way that might actually sell some of the stuff that was on the list.
Thank you very much for the follow, Citizen One. You guys head towards the lounge, and the lounge is on the outskirts of Grayson's Fingers, which is like the poshest neighborhood in Skyside. So you guys are over in Skyside now. Ooh, nice. Okay. You all, as you come over there, and give me. Because you guys didn't ask anybody. Give me, you know what? Give me a society. Actually, let me. Yeah, give me a society check, everybody. Boy,
It's not going to go well.
Oh, that's not going to
Society?
go well.
society.
Hey, that might actually go well for me. Who am I kidding?
What do I know about
I
anything?
rolled a 4. Who rolled a 4 with me? Who else wrote Pip? Was that you?
Oh
Look at
my
that. Yep.
God.
Yay! We rolled
Hold on a
4s
second.
together.
Society? Roll.
So far, the totals are 5, a 4, a 7.
A 7.
We are
There's
good
2
at this.
4s.
So I'm going to end
Oh,
up rolling.
16.
Okay,
I'm going to end up
16.
rolling high, and it's not going to matter because everybody.
Oh,
else will me.
Okay.
There you go.
Berkeley's following the medal, and
There's not a map right now, Pat. And 21. All right. Argus, with your 21, you know a little bit about the lounge. You know that this is a lounge intended solely for rodeo champions, their patrons, and their guests. You know.
Just a reminder: he is actually trained in society.
Oh, very nice.
If it makes any difference.
No, you needed to. Yeah, I can see who's trained. In fact, I think you are the only one trained. Yeah, you are literally the
Maddie
only one trained.
was.
Maddie's dead.
Too soon. Too soon.
Too soon.
Too soon. Let it go.
You know that the Longhorn Lounge will only allow those that are rodeo champions in, or rodeo champion guests, or patrons. So you head over to the Longhorn Lounge. And outside are a couple of bouncers standing there. What does this party do?
Oh, I've got a hat.
Keen walks up to try and enter.
You just try to walk by the bouncers?
Oh,
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
did you say anything about, the limitations here?
So the one bouncer
No, this will be funny.
stands there, big, about 7.5 feet tall, about 300 pounds, just puts his arm on your shoulder before you can pass him. You ain't on the list.
Oh, there's a list.
This here's the Longhorn Lounge, rodeo champions only.
Okay, I need some more knowledge than what I actually have about
Okay.
the thing, because Keen is about to become a rodeo champion.
Yes.
But
Are you
I need
sure about that?
I need a place. I need a place for him to have been somewhere not here.
I mean, he could become a rodeo champion. You just have to enter the weekly rodeo champ competition.
No. That's not
When
what
is the
I
next
want.
one?
He's
How long
talking
does it
about
take to become
lying.
a rodeo champion?
Sir, excuse me. Please do not put your hands on him. Don't you know who this is?
The bouncer
Oh
looks
my
at
god,
Tom
that's
Vargas.
Keen Ocelot! Is he not the world's best rodeo champion in the entire
Well,
world? Can I please roll for a
he's-
deception?
Let me see here. This is we can. So you're actually, I need Keen. If you're impersonating, give me a deception check.
I
mean,
didn't realize it.
But I haven't had a chance to explain. I haven't had a chance to explain Keen's story to the nice bouncer.
You, because the fangirls are there. It's never mind. It's
Miss,
Keen
miss, miss,
Ocelot.
miss,
Have
miss,
you not seen? Can I please, do you sir, excuse me, sir, do you have time just for a quick autograph, please?
Miss, please. I have to handle this on his behalf. And listen, if everything goes well, I promise you'll be on the list. And he turns his attention back to the bouncer.
And as he does that, you could see like Rowan just like trying to like peer over his shoulder at the famous, wonderful, masterful Keen Ocelot.
But seriously,
Rodeo champion. of our clan.
surely you have heard of Keen Ocelot, rodeo champion from beyond the city. I mean, he's a star. I mean, he's come upon rough times lately. One too many blows to the head. You know, that last bull ride, he probably should have avoided. But a champion never admits that his skills have eroded. So he went on. It cost him dearly. He needs to wear goggles the entire time because his eyesight is no longer what it was. And truth be told, he kind of walks funny now. His voice takes a little getting used to, but in his day, there was none finer, sir. None finer, nowhere in the land.
The bouncer looks at you. Well, if he's that good, have him win a championship this week, and he'd be more than welcome to enter the Longhorn Lounge. He ain't getting in otherwise.
Well, apparently this lounge isn't what it used to be. I'm sorry, Keen. We'll have to come find some place more befitting of a man of your stature. This place, it's gone to the. I was going to say gone to the dogs, but that hardly seems appropriate.
As you say that, you see
Rude.
you see a young human gentleman walk up in full tuxedo attire, a top hat and cane. He looks at the bouncer. Bouncer looks at him, nods, and lets him in. Bouncer then looks at Keen and at Argus. And that is how you're supposed to dress when you come to the Longhorn Lounge, not the mangy clothes you got on. Now get out of here before I have to do something.
These are my work clothes.
I said get.
Okay.
Oh well.
I walk
It was-
away a bit, turn around and look at Nightshade and Argus. Why were you telling lies?
Mm,
You needed to. Didn't you need to be?
Because
a
sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures. And if I was propping you up as a champion of rodeo, we've truly hit desperate times.
are we whispering again?
Yes.
Can I go punch that guy?
Sure.
He was
don't,
really
no,
rude.
don't.
Probably better not.
Don't.
Not yet.
Fine.
Maybe
Are
later.
we,
Mm.
Argus, are we truly desperate to get in there right now, or could it wait?
Are we going shopping first?
Well, unless you plan to get in there later, I would say yes. We are kind of desperate.
Someone's got to
Mm.
become a rodeo champion, clearly.
When's the next rodeo?
Yeah, when is that? I could do that. How hard could it be?
Well, you could always ask.
You look at the flyer, which happens to have the next rodeo date on it.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, how convenient.
6 months from now.
Which occurs in 2 days.
Argus looks at Pip and says, "Son, have you ever actually seen a bull?"
They're big, aren't they?
Yes.
I'm sure I could ride it. How hard could it be?
I bet you 10 seconds. And like all of a sudden, like you see, like Rowan was like standing on one side, and all of a sudden she's like on the other side, and she's behind you, like at whispering level.
Argus turns to Rowan and says, "I don't bet, but I'm going with the first time that thing bucks. He's going to end up in the 10th row."
Oh no, I got it. Totally
Mm,
can do this.
you sure
How long
about
I
that?
gotta, how long I gotta stay on it for?
To become rodeo champion?
Yeah.
Longer than the other guys.
So we just gotta make sure the other guys fall. See? Problem solved. We could totally do this.
Terry,
Yes.
do they ride real bulls?
Yes. Real
That's a
bulls.
good question.
Real bull.
Not mechanical bulls.
Not mechanical
or-
bulls, no.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Well within the question.
The hell
what I
kind of
mean.
rodeo are you going to?
Well,
I have a
look at where we
mechanical
are.
cat.
He's a
so
mechanical cat, and then mechanical dogs attacked us before.
We've seen mechanical horses running around and stuff. So
That's true. No, these are real bulls.
I mean, I could probably do it. Big enough, strong enough. I've dealt with some wild animals out in the Mana Waste before.
We could both try.
I'm pretty sure with all that armor you have on, though, you're going to get flung off and you're going to end up sounding like a fucking pots and pans going.
I'm looking at
Uh,
your cousin might actually be better suited to this.
you think Nightshade?
Me?
She's agile enough.
Oh. Pip leans over to Rowan. I'll bet you I last longer than you.
Oh, 100%. And you see like a big paw like in your face faster than you could even finish. Yeah, we'll do this.
Well, maybe you guys should go and train.
Oh.
To ride a bull? You got a spare bull laying around somewhere?
I bet we could find one. You know what I could do actually.
I'm trying to say that Pip doesn't, look at Ocelot Keen and go, we could try that.
I could set up Talon to work like a bucking bull,
Yeah?
at least for
That's what I think.
practice.
Is Talon big enough, though?
I mean, for Pip, yeah.
Not for me.
I mean, so it's gonna give Pip the advantage, I suppose. If maybe Rowan could be one of the ones that like doesn't stay on as long.
I mean,
Love
at that
your
point, we might as well
confidence
just
in
have
me
Rowan try to
there.
ride.
Gripply.
Never mind.
I'm just saying, if we don't have a way to practice with you, how are you going to get any better at it?
Oh yeah, I got this. I got this. No problem.
Evelyn, you look disappointed in yourself.
Terry is regretting his life choices.
Oh.
So are you all heading back to the bar? I just need to
We're
know.
sorry, Terry. you
No,
know?
this is fantastic.
This is Pathfinder. We
I-
follow any of the rules.
Trying to
I
find
mean,
the
listen,
path currently.
we've already accomplished a major milestone here. We've gotten Keen to stop talking about shopping.
You know what's funny is as we are walking back, I hold up this like shopping list of alchemical reagents to anyone who looks remotely crafty at all and ask them where they would go to buy this.
And, you know, you can do that. And most everybody tells you to an alchemical shop.
Yeah, but which one?
There's lots of them in the city. Which one would you like to go to?
This one.
There's not a name on that one.
Yeah, that's the problem. Seems like they've got some good stuff.
Yeah. And that guy just walks away.
We just gotta pick one. Go.
Yeah, but there's like 20 of them, Pip.
I recommend the one that doesn't have a dress code.
Okay.
Oh, okay,
Pull out,
Griffly.
I pull up the hat of disguise and go, I got an answer for that.
Evelyn is going to break herself.
So I
got you.
I'm gonna definitely
It's
find a
so
bull to practice on, but do I have to wear a suit while I ride the bull?
No, I think that's just to go into the lounge,
Oh. Okay.
which
I'm-
we can do. Hat of disguise. Don't really need to go buying suits.
okay.
However, what about this? And I turn on my hat of disguise to look like the guy who just went in.
Oh, I forgot we could do that.
All right.
Well, yeah.
Oh, well, you
except
guys can do that.
how are you going to get the rest of us in?
You're my party.
There's
Alright.
a flaw in this plan somewhere. Let me think. Oh wait, he just saw us try to get you in as somebody else, and you'll be the only person missing.
You have a hat too.
You guys
Argus.
have hats as well.
Except for
Yeah, but-
me.
It makes a
Some of us-
6-inch difference. I'm not gonna look like that guy.
Some of us gave them back, I believe.
I kept
Thought some
mine.
of us
I
did.
paid for it.
Yeah. Pip
That's. The,
is.
Everybody bought theirs except for me.
Yeah.
Or well, because I didn't have one.
I don't think I bought one.
I don't have one.
We
Took
one-
Maddie's.
We took Maddie's, so we have an extra.
Maddie's. We have an extra.
What are we even talking about? Hats? They're like fancy hats?
I don't look like myself anymore.
She's totally not paying attention.
Okay, all right, just checking.
You see, remember what he looked like before?
Wow!
Yeah. He looks different now. That's what the hat does.
Ocelot leaps when you jump. Scream like that.
Cool. Hat?
Okay.
The hat?
The hat. The hat
Yeah.
does it.
Oh. That's.
You know
that's
about
really-
magic, Grickley?
I mean, kind of. I can do stuff sometimes when I'm punching things,
What?
like sparks and stuff.
How?
I don't know. It's like you gotta focus a lot, and then when you focus, you can like kind of like make things happen.
I lean down very close to your face and I say, how often do you focus?
Like a lot when I'm fighting. And I meditate regularly because it helps me, like, I don't know, I don't have energy all the time. And sometimes you just need to put that somewhere.
As they're
All right.
talking, Rowan's gonna look for like a rock or something, like a good hand-sized rock, and just kind of like toss it up in the air, like kind of in Gripply's peripheral, just out of curiosity. Talking about concentration and stuff.
checking her spider sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I want to
yeah,
see like as
spiders.
she's talking to you, like punch something out of the air.
She's just been focused on like talking to Keen, so like she's not really noticing the
Like
rock.
Yeah, the rock just falls.
And you guys are just doing all of this in the middle of the.
No, we walked
we're
away.
obnoxious.
We're
Okay.
here.
We're in a down an alley, dark alley.
Always down a dark
looking
alley.
Suspicious.
Because nothing ever goes wrong there.
Well, if we find the place to go shopping and then we go find this rodeo, maybe there'll be some others there that we could look like.
Like what? Like specific people? Because like if we're trying to look like specific people, that kind of, I mean, I guess that would work. But like,
There's
All
got to
we
be a
really
lot
need
of
to do
my
is get in
size.
the door.
right?
Last bell before sundown. Go at the end of the day. Get inside.
Do we have to do that before the 2 days?
I mean, we could do it tonight.
Okay, so we're gonna try to find a rodeo champion in particular to look like, and then sneak in.
We already have one. We saw a rodeo champion go in.
So you're gonna try to look like that guy?
Once he leaves, we'll go back in, assuming he leaves. If he doesn't, we'll figure that out.
Rowan like comes down to your guys' level and she's like, shh, 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 shh. Whisper, whisper.
Why?
Why?
I'm not really sure how to whisper, so this is the best I got.
Why? Because we don't want people to know what we're doing. We're in the middle of the street.
Didn't
In
we
an alley.
just
I thought
say
we were
in
down a dark alley.
alley? Why are you
Still.
contradicting our location?
We're in the middle of the alley, but still it's echoey and anybody walking by can hear us. We're trying to plan to get into this lounge.
Okay.
You don't
we
wanna
gonna
be
find the
shouting your
rodeo or are we going to
plans.
go shopping?
Yes? I think we're doing both.
Listen, I asked a number of people and I couldn't find the shop. So I think that's just a lost cause. I'm ready to give up on it.
That seems like, wow, you give up really easily.
I mean, I asked like everyone in town. They didn't know.
Everyone in town, all however many hundreds of people.
Thank you for the host, Queen's Court Games,
Okay.
and welcome.
Welcome to Chaos.
Welcome
Let's go
to
practice on some bowls. Let's go practice on some bowls and see if we can find some others to look like.
welcome
That
to
way
3
we can
hours of
stop them from
talking
going.
about wearing costumes.
Why don't we settle on a plan? It's
Uh,
either we train for the rodeo and do that
Yeah.
in 2 days, or we go in tonight dressed as rodeo champions.
Well, I
we
mean,
only
like-
know one.
How long does the rodeo champion hat last?
An hour.
And you've already used yours.
yeah, you can't use
For-
yours again till tomorrow.
For illustration purposes, yes, mine is used.
So you can't use it again today.
Oh god.
So it looks like
Okay.
we're not going anywhere tonight.
So what you're saying is maybe it might be better to become rodeo champion so you don't have the time limit?
What if? No, we need to do it at sundown. Shoot, that's a bad idea.
What's a bad idea?
I was gonna say we could do it in the morning, but that's the opposite of sundown.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Out of context, it
That's set
sounds so
up.
wrong.
We got to work on your definition of, sundown.
Listen, I'm tired.
Yeah, I sent you a message.
You're tired from asking all 5 people that you asked about the shop?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know
Okay.
what it is? It's the big people. They get tired easy.
Yeah, I
Which-
think so.
Which do we want to do?
Well, I have to win this bet. No matter what
I'm
else we
up for
do.
becoming a rodeo champion.
I mean,
Let's
yes,
do it.
that sounds like fun.
Brickley lasts longer than Rowan.
I guess that's what we're doing then. Let's get training.
So next time you look around, you see Rowan's not there.
Nightshade.
Where'd your cousin go?
She
I
still
don't
has
have
to
a
pay
cousin
if she doesn't
radar, I
show.
can't-
Thank you very much for the follower.
Nightshade.
Just to be clear, where'd you go?
And
I'm
we'll
going to cast message.
hold the message. We're gonna jump to Nightshade. And
Party.
Nightshade quietly sneaks through some alleys to return back to where the Longhorn Lounge is, and decides to do some visual recognizance. All right. Give me, if you would actually, I will ask you to give it to me.
Give me if you wouldn't.
If you would.
Oh, that Rob gif is perfect.
Yep.
Okay. I just put something in Foundry. If you can click the die next to your name.
So do I do normal?
It just so in chat. Yep, that's what I
Okay.
wanted. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you search the area and you see that it's pretty
Don't
pretty-
forget I have
pretty
dubious
guarded.
knowledge.
No,
okay? Don't
I know.
forget.
You
Okay.
passed. It's pretty guarded. And you know, it's there's one entrance in. It doesn't look like there's any other exits or entrances to get to. You might be able to sneak in if you wanted to. The bouncers sometimes kind of get into discussions and push each other around, but you could attempt that if you'd like. There is and there is a back door. So I said there was 1 inch. There's actually 2 inches, and that back door is much less guarded and would be much easier to sneak in.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, so she kind of just gets the information that she needs and then she'll make her way back to the group.
Thank you very much for the gift subs, Phantom NJ.
Stopping on her way, on her way back, she's just gonna try to see if she can find some of these shops that Ocelot's looking for.
So as you walk back, there are shops. There are a lot of shops. There's no real way to tell which one this came from.
Okay. So then she'll just make her way back to the group then. And as you if you guys, whoever does actually eventually see her, she's just strolling up the alley, just, what's up?
And
Doesn't get you out of the bed.
And Ocelot's going to be the first one to see.
Nightshade.
What?
Where'd you go?
I went back to the lounge.
Okay. We need to talk about this because the last time you disappeared on us while we were planning, you started a bank robbery.
I didn't. Oh, well, technically,
Whoa.
that
Broad
was-
daylight in front of a bunch of people.
and about the corn thing too. Also, kind of not my fault, maybe a little bit. Anyway, so the front door is guarded. And apparently there's a back door that's less guarded. Probably better to sneak in if we are going to sneak in. It doesn't look like there's that many no other exits or entryways except for the first one in the front. And we could technically sneak through the front because people are busy, but probably better through the back if that's what we're gonna do.
Big hello to the raid from Art of Mike Disney. Thank you very
Heck
much for
yeah.
that, as well as new follower and Jacob Jansen Studios. Thank you very much. Keep rolling.
So you want to sneak into this place?
I mean, it's an option. I don't know how long you guys want to train to ride these bulls. Do we have that time?
I don't think so. I think we need to have a team go in through the front dressed as champions. And if you think that you can get in through the back, maybe you and Pip do that.
Sure.
Maybe Grickley, how quiet are you?
I can be very quiet when I'm not talking.
Great. Then Pip, maybe you can hand myself and Argus one of your hats of disguises. then we can go in.
Who got the extra one? Who took
I
the
have the
extra
extra one.
Okay.
It's in my pack. But
Okay.
I know that you have one that if you're going to go secretly out back, you're not going to need. So.
Right. Yeah. So Pip will hand it off. And Rowan, if we don't go, it's because you didn't want to. So I still win.
No, no, no.
How does that make any sense? That doesn't have anything to do with the bat.
Thank you.
It's because she tried
Thank
to
you.
get out of it. She's a scared.
I am not scared.
She's really big. I don't think she's scared of anything, honestly.
That's not true.
I don't like spiders.
I was going to
Oh.
say spiders, yeah.
No, okay.
We're going to
Well,
this rodeo at some point.
I'm really good at killing spiders, so if we see any, I got you covered.
I'm going to guess that you just punch them.
No, that's what I use the darts for. You throw them at them.
All right. That's actually genuinely
Really
very
impressive.
And kind of scary. I like it.
So
Okay.
you three are going to sneak out back, and the two of us are going to go in front. We should wait till sundown.
Tomorrow.
Seems like a smart plan to
You
do
can't
it.
wear your hats tonight.
There's a
We
spare
have
one.
extras. We have extras.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
It was
who's the
supposed
two
to
that
be-
are going
it's
in
supposed to
front
be
and
last
who are
bell
going behind?
before sundown.
Argus, you're going in
Right.
with me, and you're doing all of the talking.
So Argus is going to be your manager or something.
Yes.
That worked out so well the first time.
Well, you look the fanciest of us. I mean, look at the rest of us.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Evelyn, there's only so much I can take. All right, so we wait for sundown, and then we all go in.
Right. Going to the back again. That went so well last time.
All right. So what are we doing until then?
Maybe you should figure out somebody to look like,
That's a good point.
or just see if that guy that you want to look like has left already.
Also a
Well,
good idea.
But we can't both be that guy.
No, I know, but
No.
like another person that you could be.
And really, only one of us needs to be a champion. The other one just needs to look like someone who's fancy enough to come in with a champion.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, like you basically are like halfway there. You probably just want to change your face or something because he might recognize your face, but your clothes seem fine.
She makes a great point. All right, let's keep an eye out for Mr. Champion. See if he leaves. Otherwise, let's find someone else to look like.
So you
Fine, you find
let me
what
get this.
rodeo is.
The rodeo's in 2 days. So let me get this straight so that I'm perfectly understanding. You're going to sit maybe hiding around a corner watching for the guy that you want to copy come out of that.
Or someone else who looks fancy and similarly champion.
Champion like.
How tall is that guy? Are you like taller than he was? Does the hat make you shorter?
I think I can change my height by like a foot, right?
No, 6 inches.
Is it only 6 inches?
Yeah, that's
Well,
why I
listen,
looked because I'm like, I get 3'6" or 3'7". That day can account it.
Listen, the first one we find, the first champion that we find. Actually, do we know any of the past champions? How are we going to be able to tell which one's a champion, which one's not?
This
I mean,
is
dude,
your
they-
man.
They don't walk around wearing like a "I won the rodeo" ribbon or anything, right? So like,
Well,
We don't.
I
get
mean, I
do
guess
that.
just who walks through the bouncers let walk through the door, maybe.
but people with them are allowed to walk through the door. So
I
Yeah.
would
Yes.
assume that if they're leaving, they'd be leaving together, though.
DM, arguably, could I have seen anybody while I was looking around? the
You
building?
would not
No?
have seen. No, you wouldn't have seen anybody.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
One thing to note, Rowan, you start to feel a little not well. You are now clumsy 1.
Interesting.
Quick, let's go to the rodeo.
Do I notice that?
I mean, not unless she. Yeah, I know you forgot, Evelyn. Not unless she. I mean, with her just standing there, not quite. No. But she's. You don't feel super well. Your muscles. They're a little stiff.
So then you would kind of see her then, like just kind of like stretching her arm and stuff, like if your muscles are stiff, trying to stretch. Can I recall knowledge if I'm feeling crappy and just wondering?
Yeah, I'll let you recall
Okay.
knowledge.
How do I
Let me
do that
give you.
online?
I'm gonna give you
okay.
a roll here. So, so this will be interesting. And you gotta beat that. All right.
Okay.
Yep. You hit the roll for me.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what's going on right now.
Okay.
Nightshade, you feeling okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just a little stiff.
Yeah. All right, it's getting kind of late. Why don't we get in position? Or I guess let's keep an eye out.
I got this deck of cards we can play while we wait.
Play cards.
I mean, it's a reasonable cover for while we're hanging around. No? All right, whatever.
I'll always play cards.
Okay.
How are we? Do we have a signal for when we're supposed to go in? Or are we just waiting till like near sundown?
I'll message you.
Like, you're gonna write a letter?
No.
He sends a message. It comes in late. I end up running in behind everything. I know how this works.
I don't understand what's going on.
I grab onto the head of my hammer and whisper underneath my breath, and then you hear my voice in your head saying, I can send messages with magic, just like you can punch sparks.
That's really weird.
You can reply to this message.
They have to be within, and this is something we learned, Thomas. They have to be within line of sight.
Oh, do they really?
They do
That's not
really.
gonna do any good.
That's worse than every other version of the spell that's ever existed.
I have to see you.
Yeah, I did a little bit of research on that after that session, and we were doing it wrong.
I'm just so used to messaging other editions of
It's
Right,
not like
you
it's
just have
saved
to know them
getting
and-
in there any earlier. So
So
Well,
what
there
it
are like limitations on thicknesses of stuff
Right.
that it can
Yeah.
go through.
so what it says
As long as they can
is
see you.
you mouth words quietly, but instead of coming out of your mouth, they transfer directly to the ears of the target. So you have to be able to see them and see their ears, essentially.
Oh, wait.
So while the others can't hear your words any better than normally mouth, the target can hear your words as if they were standing next to you. If they wish to then respond back, they must be able to see you and be within range to do so. Because you have to target the creature, and you can't target a creature without seeing a creature. Because anything that is hidden, you cannot target.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Well, that I will give. I was gonna say, because if the spell says specifically the target to be able to reply has to be able to see me.
No, you have to be able to target one creature, and with the way hidden and all that works in Pathfinder, you can't. For example, you can't target a hidden player, and so if you can't target them, then this spell does not work.
Well, then, just go in sometime around sundown and stay quiet.
okay, starts to get sun goes down. We go in. We got it.
Sounds good to me. Want to play some cards?
Yeah.
All right.
Reach into his pack. He's got a deck of cards as well.
Oh, cool. I think we got them at the same shop. They look the same. That's awesome. All right.
I think so.
So who are my sneakers inners?
Sneaky.
Sneaky.
Okay, so Pip, Rowan, Grickley. Okay, give me 1 second.
Two of the small people and, one of the large ones.
All right. You need to give me a... Looks to be a stealth roll. I'm going to send this to you so you get it. So go ahead and give me your stealth rolls. Grickley, I'm sorry, did you roll separate from the... What'd you end up rolling? Ah, there it is. Perfect. All right. And then for my front people, I need you to give me a deception roll. So that is Argus, you two. So I will ask for that roll.
Deception?
Yep. You're
K.
You're impersonating an existing member.
This is going to go really well.
It's going to go great.
Argus is doing all the talking. I want that to be made very clear.
Of course. I just need your rolls. They're in chat in Foundry.
That's right. Argus is an expert in deception now. So, deception.
Do I not even get to know my total?
You
No,
do
you
not
don't,
get
'cause
to
we
know. These
don't
are secret
either.
checks.
You force me to roll the dice, and then you don't.
Well, no,
tell me what
Argus.
it was.
Yeah, Argus has to
So
roll
my
too.
question is this. If my roll is really bad, can
so
I use my halfling luck to not be bad?
Hold on a sec. In Foundry, if you go to the chat, you'll see your picture with a little die next to it.
Oh, okay. That's. I was trying to figure out which part of it I was supposed
Yep,
to
click the die.
Yeah.
All right.
Pip, you could. Yes. What's Foundling Luck do again?
Halfling luck basically. Halfling luck just says, let's see. I can re-roll any triggering check, but you must use the new result even if it's worse than your first roll. It says your happy-go-luck nature makes it seem like misfortune avoids you.
You can go ahead and do that. So go ahead, just give me a regular.
Oh, that means it was bad.
Terry, I will also say.
Yep.
Before we would have walked up, I would have guided myself. So give a little +1 on my roll.
I'll give you a. Let's see.
Just give me another stealth check.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna send it to you. So.
Yep.
So I still won't know. Oh. Well,
All right. Good. All right. So, my front door peeps. You walk up, and you have turned into the dapper young gentleman that entered earlier in the evening. The bouncer looks at you. Oh, you're back again? So soon?
I needed to. Which one of us is acting as the guy? I wasn't sure who had the correct height for it.
Keen would have been the only one that you would not have been able to do it. Argus. It would have had to have been Keen. So I'm assuming you're changed into just something that's not Argus so you don't get in trouble again.
Right. Yes.
Yeah. So as I said, the bouncer looks at Keen. Head right in. Enjoy your evening. You go in.
I won't even say anything. I'll just give him a little nod and walk in.
Now my three in the back. You go up to the door.
Here we go. Pip looks at Grickley. It's like.
The door opens. An 8-foot tall half-orc stands there. What are you three doing? Get out of here! And he growls at you.
I heard there was a mishap. We were here to clean up.
I said get out, otherwise I'm gonna punch you across this town.
As the word punch comes out of his mouth, she
Oh, no.
immediately looks down.
Grickley.
Grickley.
And then he pulls the door shut. You all manage to fail your check to get into the back.
Dang.
But our two in the front have...
Wait, could we not have used our hero points for that?
You know.
Dang. Because we don't know if it's bad or good.
I know.
So we can't.
Right?
It's gotta be tough. It's gotta be really high, and we failed. Because all three of us.
So for those of you that went in, what are you doing while you're in there?
First, looking around.
Yes.
Okay.
Taking note of our surroundings. Looking for a bell. Is what I'm doing.
So you're attempting to gather information. Would one that is an exploration activity that you can do?
Yeah.
Would you like to gather information? All right.
I would love, you know,
Yes.
Terry, I would love to
Okay,
gather
good.
some
I am
information.
all about the gathering of information right now.
I'm into it.
So what
Let's
you would
do
say
it.
is you're gathering information. All right.
Yes.
All right. So this is gonna be good. I need you to give me a.
Are they secret checks again?
They are indeed diplomacy checks. So go ahead with diplomacy checks. 2 of them. One for each of you.
Stop playing to my weaknesses.
You could tell that was coming.
How long does guidance last? I can only use it on one roll, right? Yeah, dang it.
Actually, could I use a society check instead? Using,
No, you can
My
use it.
skills talking to people.
Nope, diplomacy on this one. Now the good news is you were good here, Argus. You were suave as you spoke to some of the patrons. One of them mentions in seeing an armor-clad clockwork monkey goblin come in with one of the members recently. The patron remembers the gun-toting clockwork gangster's face well, but she was too distracted to remember who brought the gangster in. She also mentioned, the staff keeps a list of members, the patron tells you, including band members. They might know who allowed such an uncouth guest into the lounge. There was one other thing, too. As the gangster was being escorted out, he kept shouting, They should have met at Widget Works. They should have met at Widget Works. Wherever that is. Keen, you bumble your way through some conversations, but you are unable to find any further information.
Drat.
So what kind of band is playing?
None. No band.
Oh, okay.
It's a lounge, not a concert hall.
It could have been a small, intimate setting.
Yeah, there's no. Yeah, I'd say no bands here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I misunderstood somebody. It was like the second piece of information that somebody might know who might know better.
Yeah, the bouncers or the people who keep the list would know.
Oh.
There,
that's
Do I
not right.
recognize the Widget Works?
that is not something that you. Let me double check, but I don't think so. I mean, it's that it's in the Ferris Quarter, and you're writing that down this time, right?
Literally
it's in the
typing it.
Ferris Quarter.
Okay, you write that.
No. And was at one point the Bank of Abadar actually owned the property.
The one that we robbed.
No.
Right?
No.
No. Oh,
The
that was a
Widget
different
Works.
place.
Yeah. Yep. Are you
Okay.
trying to do anything else while you're in here?
Does anybody in particular stand out?
No, I mean the members here, they're all rodeo champions or friends of rodeo champions. They're the only ones in and out. As that patron told you, I mean, that list is going to make sure that those that can come in, and those that can leave, or are kicked out, never come in again. But other than that, nothing. Nobody looks suspicious in any way.
Am I able to identify the latest champion?
No, not. I mean, they're all pretty posh looking.
Argus, maybe you should talk with one of the bouncers before we head out. Tell him you heard a story about that goblin and see if you could learn some information about him.
Yeah, sounds that way. They're just my favorite people to talk to.
Anything else you think we need to do while we're in here?
Well, I don't think we're getting a drink, so...
We also don't have much time left, I imagine, before we lose our disguises.
Yeah, that's true, too. Yeah, let's make our way back.
So you all then head back out?
Yeah.
All right. So you head out. You find your group of 3.
Well, we want to ask
that's right. You're going to
bounce first.
What is your question of the bouncer?
Pip and Grickley are going to play cards while we wait.
Okay.
Hey, so we heard there was some excitement, something about a mechanical monkey or something.
Yeah, Uncouth. He was kicked out along with the guy that brought him in. It's on the list.
Uncouth. Yeah, you have a name for this thing? We want to make sure we don't want to be seen with, the wrong type of people.
You'd have to check the list.
Can we take a peek?
Give me... no, let me do this.
Why do you want to take a peek?
Oh, you said we'd have to check the list, and if you can't check the list, how am I supposed to know the name of the person we're trying to avoid?
We keep our list pretty tight to us. Why are you trying to avoid them?
You just said they're uncouth, and I don't want our champion here to be seen amongst people who might be looked down upon in this establishment. And you keep running a tight ship here and all. Can't have ne'er-do-wells impinging upon his reputation here.
All right, Robert. You're gonna need to give me
one of those lying checks?
Deception check.
And very, very, just slightly, Argus looks just a touch pained as he does all of this.
The bouncer looks at you, pulls out a sheet of paper. Let's see here. It's there's the list, and
He looks through it for a moment, tries to find the name of the one that was kicked out. And it is... Where is it? There it is. Lyserius.
That's a fun name.
All right. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you, good sir. You have a pleasant evening now. And don't let him give you any crap.
Indeed.
Oh, and if I wanted to go to the Widget Works before I headed off to bed, where would I be going?
Widget Works warehouse? I don't know why you'd want to head over there, but it's over Ferris Quarter. It's in a rough part of Ferris Quarter, though, so careful. Shield marshals rarely patrol there. Travelers passing by tend to keep their hoods and collars up and their eyes on the road.
Thank you.
All right, and with that, let's leave these gentlemen to their work. And he kind of ushers Keen to get move on.
All right. So you all head out